happening, people? So today is June the 8th and water temps about 79, 80 degrees. And we came to the lake this morning. We got here early. We're gonna try to get off by 10:30 before the boat traffic gets heavy. But let's just take a minute and talk about your game plan when you get to the lake. So anytime you get to the lake, you should have a game plan. Are you aiming to troll? You're gonna fish minnows? You're gonna fish vertical structure? So today, basically, we're gonna be fishing some vertical structure, like bridges, boat docks, man-made structure. You may even have some brush sunk under the water. So on any given lake, at any given time, it may be 4 or 5 different patterns that you can catch fish on. And so it's good to have a game plan when you get to the lake, but it's also good to be able to be versatile. Now I'm gonna check these man-made reefs and I'm gonna check some docks. I did not bring any minnows today. So once you have your game plan down, then there's 2 or 3 different methods that you can use for that particular area if you're fishing vertical structure. So anyway, just keep that in mind when you come to the lake. We're gonna be fishing Kalin's jigs again today. Water temperature, probably the Ghost and Tennessee shad. So hey, let's go catch a fish. There he is right there. Right nice one too. Boom. Good crappie. Good crappie. California quick release. Good crappie. Boom, there he is. See that? See how he just, boom. A little bit smaller. About 8 or 9 inches. So this morning we're using the black minnow head Tennessee shad Kalin's jig with the sickle hook, and that is a 1/16 ounce head. So if these crappie are very deep, I've just got to give it extra time to sink. We may switch to the 1/8 depending on how deep the crappie are today. Now, as you notice, as I said earlier, when you're fishing that structure, the wind is blowing down this channel this way. So I'm gonna keep my boat and I'm gonna go fish this dock in this direction, keeping the nose of the boat so I can position in and out. It's very important. If I just pulled up to the other side, it would just blow me right back up against the dock. So as you can see, I can position my boat here and fish the whole front of the dock and actually stay away from it, not get over top of the fish. So I had to retie, and I'm gonna try that Ghost with that chartreuse tail. And I'm staying with the 1/16 right now. I'm not gonna give up on the 1/16. I've caught a couple of fish and they didn't really seem that they was positioned. There's one right there, he picked it up, didn't even feel him bite. Get up on that corner again. I'll pitch right to that corner, flip the bail, and I'm gonna just basically just let it fall through the strike zone. Moving it ever so slowly. Boom, and there he is right there. This feels like a good one right here. Well, he's pretty average. Pretty average. I don't know. Probably 9.5 inches. What do y'all think? He's probably 9.5. We're gonna turn him back. He ain't quite good summertime crappie. It seems like they lay in right off the front of that down probably Boom. You see the line go slack, y'all? This is a better one right here. It's a good crappie right there. That's a good crappie. And he just went right on back. We just released him. That was a good crappie. Not too worried about losing them. I could have got that fish to the boat, but we're not gonna keep any fish today. So I'm gonna pitch it right over to the end of that dock. I flipped the bail, and I'm just counting it down. Boom, there he is right there. See the line go slack? A lot of times you just watch for that line to go slack. Ain't that always funny? You can always get the little ones in the boat, but the big ones come off. Just a little small crappie. Think he must have fished. Now, you can see this is the multiple colors of the Kalin's jigs. So the other day I had to replenish some of these Tennessee shad here and a few acid rain. And I have a big bag actually in my shop. So I just go in the shop in the big bag, and then I put me some enough to fish with in here. But one thing that I do when I put them in here is I have some scent spray. And you can use basically anything. And it has a little bit of an oil residue on it. So what I'll do is when I put my lures in there, these are nice. See the, I don't know if you can see the glimmer on my hand, but they're all nice and oily. And I like to put scent on my bait. So I'll just take it and basically put some drops, or either just spray it in there, work it around with my finger. So they all have a nice scent on them, and I'm not spraying in the boat. I spray them in here, and when I pull one out, it's ready to go. So that's just a little tip for you about putting scent on your bait. He didn't take it. He had it. There he is right down that corner. A little bit better. A little bit better. He'd be close to 10 inches. Be close to 10 inches. Good crappie. Good crappie. Another good crappie. Try that again. Boom, there he is. Oh, that's a nice crappie right there. It's a little better. It's a 10-inch one. Oh, yeah, good crappie. If I can make a good cast under this dock. So when I pitch up under this dock, I'm probably casting back in there probably 4 to 5 feet, maybe 6 feet if I'm lucky. And so I'm gonna show you, once that lure skips back under there, I'm gonna pull my rod like this and allow, that gives extra line. So when the lure gets into the water, if I immediately flip the bail, it'll start at an angle coming back. But if I give it about 3 or 4 feet of slack, the lure will fall straight down, and then when I click the bail, it'll start back. Does that make sense? Now some of you probably done already picked up on that. I'm gonna see if I can demonstrate that. All right. So I'm gonna skip it, and I'm gonna pull the line out like that, and that allows that lure to fall straight down for 3 or 4 feet. Boom, and there he is right there. Skip it, and I'm gonna pull the line out like that. that, and that allows that lure to fall straight down for 3 or 4 feet. Boom, there he is right there. It gets that lure down a little bit deeper, and that's another good crappie right there. That's a good crappie. Boom. That's what I'm talking about right there, y'all. Boom. That's a good 10. That's what I'm talking about right there, y'all. Boom. Half 11-inch crappie right there. Boom. Alright, so we come up to this little buoy. We'll position the boat downwind, go cast past it, and see if we can catch a fish. There he is. A little bit deeper. It's a good crappie right here, y'all. Gotta put the net on him. Good. Oh, good crappie. He just barely was hooked inside the mouth. Good crappie. Boom. Another nice fish right there, y'all. This is a nice crappie right here. That is one more nice crappie. That is one more nice crappie. Boom. Vertical jig. Boom. That is a good crappie. That's a good crappie right there, y'all. Boom. So, the presentation I used to catch that fish right there was just a vertical jig. I noticed in the last 30 minutes to 45 minutes, crappie are not really chasing, so I've been throwing the vertical structure and the lure's been moving the whole time. And they've been biting good. So I knew with some crappie on this brush, so I changed and got over it. I wish I had my 10-foot rod. And I just vertical jig, just holding that jig down next to that man-made structure and just bouncing it around, and old crappie came out and bit it. So, hey, let's go back up there and try that again. So I'm vertical jigging, I'm gonna switch up to the straight tail jig. I'm gonna try it. Right there. You like that old Bobby Garland. Get on up in here, buddy. Nice crappie. So it seems they kind of like the vertical jig. And you remember I told you, sometimes you got to change your presentation. And I wish I had my 10-foot rod. Hey guys, we're getting ready to end this video, and all in all, we had a good day. We fished some vertical structure. We caught some good crappies under the docks, caught some on those man-made fish attractor structure, caught some on some underwater brush, and I had 10 or 11 that were over 10 inches. They were really good fish. And a lot of fish in the 9 to 9 3/4 inch range. That's what I call a summertime crappie. Those crappie are fairly aggressive now feeding, and a lot of crappie in that size range. So, but as you know, if you watch my channel, normally I only keep, and normally I'm targeting crappie that are over 10 inches. So like I said, I probably caught 10 or 11 in the over 10 inch range. Hey guys, you better get out here and catch you some fish. Hey, you remember, it's a wildlife, and I'll see you on the water.